the Ark of the Covenant, the One Ring, the Flux Capacitor, the Orin, Mary Poppins' bag, Rick's portal gun. None of them compare to the awesomeness of the Infinity Gauntlet, the most powerful thing ever, made out of 6 of the most powerful things ever. Full disclosure, I am a sucker for villains collecting several items to become unstoppable. Whether it's Dr. Robotnik and the Chaos Emeralds, Ganon and the Triforce pieces, Imhotep harvesting some new organs.
Put them all together, it spells the Supreme High Robotnik, Master of the Universe!
There's something really satisfying about watching the bad guy max out his stats, and the hero has to figure out how to beat them. And the Infinity Gauntlet did not disappoint. I like how creative Marvel got with it on the big screen. Thanos is casually using the Reality Stone to provide a visual aid for his monologue, but by the end he's creating black holes and throwing moons at people. I also appreciate how he demonstrates each stone's ability and necessity to the plot almost immediately. He uses the Power Stone to torture Thor until Loki gives him the Space Stone, which he uses to go get the Reality Stone, which he uses to kidnap Gamora so she gives him the Soul Stone, before finally getting the Time Stone, which he immediately uses to reassemble the Mind Stone. One stone leads to the next. And in a movie with so much going on, the simplicity of that linear plot made for some tight storytelling. In the comics, I always loved that bright shine the Gauntlet had to it, but the movie version is of course more realistic and detailed with these intricate designs. So I want to do a mix of both, not 100% accurate to either version, but remember, never be afraid to sacrifice accuracy for style. My original design here is a great example of how shading can be used for both a shadow and shine effect. Perler has been generous with the oranges and yellows that really blend together well. Now we could have just made this one solid piece, but I love having an interactive element, and more layers to make it 3D. I'll sturdy the top section up with black foam core, then add some magnets to the back. Remember to have their charges all going the same direction, either all positive or all negative. Notice that I'm keeping the magnets themselves flush against the Perler pieces and gluing on top of them. This is very important because we're going to need them to be able to attract the magnets on the stones. Now we'll flip the piece and make sure we've got the right charges facing each other. Success. When gluing the stones to the magnets, it's the opposite of the Gauntlet. You want to make sure the top sides are clear for easy attraction. Now, we'll mount the Gauntlet to this canvas I painted earlier. Then we'll add a bunch of stars. Remember, stars aren't uniform. Some are bigger or smaller and usually in little clusters. Okay, now, just like in the movie, we get to experience that satisfying feeling of each stone snapping into place. This does put a smile on my face. As always, feel free to use my pattern, and maybe add your own twist on your final versions. Some other things I considered were having a glowing effect around the stones, or that classic cross beams of light. If you're going for film accuracy, I think your best bet is to use earth tones, like the browns and tans, something like this. I'll even upload just the outline pattern for you guys in case you want to fill it in with your own color choices. I'd also like to take a moment and acknowledge that this piece wouldn't look nearly as cool without the addition of all the new colors Perler has released recently. Newcomer Spice is great for a darker orange, and others like Orchid, Sky, Tomato, Lagoon, and Sherbet give us a lot of good shading options in the stones. Oh, it's good to be back, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. Click the piece right there to get all the patterns to make your own, and I'll see you again soon.